a part 3. Please look at the part 1 and part 2 for better understanding. Please like, share and subscribe this particular channel. Now coming to the next question. A man can roll at 5 km/h in still water. If the velocity of the current is 1 km/h, it takes him 1 hour to roll to a place and come back. How far is the place? Okay, first we understand the question. We're saying that the man can roll at 5 kilometers in still water, right? Really seeing that there is a water here and a man, okay, and it swimming, okay. If the direction of a stream is same as in a direction of a man, then it's called as downstream. The direction of an man is opposite to the direction of stream, then it's called as an upstream, right? Now if you consider speed of an downstream as A and speed of an upstream as an A, B, speed of an man as a U and speed of an stream or water as V. They are given that U is equal to 5 km/h, right? The velocity of the current is 1 km. They are given that V is equal to 1 km/h. It takes 1 hour to roll to place and come back. The person, if it starts from here, it will be going upwards and comes down. The time taken is nothing 1 hour. If you consider downstream time is T1 and upstream time is T2, then it is saying T1 plus T2 is equal to 1 hour. Now it is asking for how far is the place. We have to find the distance, right? Now the general thing that we know is nothing but A is equal to U plus V, right? U is nothing but a speed of a man. V is the speed of a stream. Then if you add it, 5 plus 1, which is equal to 6, right? Then we got an A value of 6. Again it is saying that B is equal to U minus V, right? Then we get as 5 minus 1, which is equal to 4. Then we got an B value is an 4. The other one what we know is that but speed is equal to distance by time, right? If we consider the downstream, then we know that in a downstream A is equal to distance is same distance D. In the both the cases it is the same distance, right? It is going up and coming down, so it is the same distance by T1, right? So we can consider that T1 is equal to D by A, which is equal to nothing but D by 6, right? If we consider an upstream, then B is equal to D by T2, which implies T2 is equal to D by B is nothing but 4, right? But general thing that we know is T1 plus T2 is equal to 1 hour. Then we get D by 6 plus D by 4 is equal to 1 hour. If you consider D common, and if you take an LCM here, it becomes 12. It becomes 2 plus 3 is equal to 1, right? Then you substitute the value, D is equal to nothing but 12 by 5, which is equal to 2.4 kilometers. So distance we got it as 2.4 kilometers. Same thing asking how far is the place, 2.4 kilometers. Answer C. Now coming to the next question. A man rows 30 kilometers downstream and returned to a total of 8 kilometers. If the speed of a boat is still water and 4 times the speed of a current, then the speed of the current is, okay, first we understand the question. It's saying that the man rolls 30 kilometers downstream and return, okay. If you consider here the stream and the man is rolling on it, okay. If we consider the direction of a stream is same as in the direction of a man, then it's called as a downstream. And if it is opposite, then it is an upstream, right? The speed of a downstream, if we consider A, and speed of upstream as a B, speed of an man is equal to U, and speed of an stream is an V. Now the man rows 30 kilometers downstream. Distance is 30 kilometers in downstream, and he returns, means again here, right? Distance is nothing but 30 kilometers only, right? Again he would be coming back, right? total time is 8 hours. Means the time taken for downstream is T1, and for an upstream it is T2. Then it's saying that T1 plus T2 is equal to 8 hours. Right? And the speed of a boat instantly in water, okay, speed of a boat is not meant u, is 4 times the speed of a current. It is saying that u is equal to 4 times of a v, right? The speed of the current is, we have to find the value of a v now, right? The general thing that we know is that speed is equal to distance by time, right? We consider in a downstream, then a is equal to nothing but distance is 30 by t1. Then we can write t1 is equal to 30 by a, right? If we consider a upstream, then b is equal to nothing but distance plus 30 only by t2. Then you get t2 is equal to 30 by b, right? But we know that t1 plus t2 is equal to 8 kilometers, right? So we can equate it. Then you get 30 by a plus 30 by b is equal to 8 hours, right? Now it is given that u is equal to 4 times of a v. The general thing that we know is a is equal to u plus v. But u is in a speed of element and v is the speed of a stream. Then b is equal to u minus v, right? Just substitute the values here. If we consider 30 as a common, okay, then we can say that 1 by u plus v plus 1 by u minus v is equal to 8, right? If 2's are, if you consider, it goes up in a 15's, it goes by a 4's. When you substitute the values here, we get nothing but 2u by u square minus v square is equal to 4 by 15, right? Then if you substitute the values, it goes by 1, it goes by 2. Then again we get as 15u is equal to 2 times of u square minus v square. But u is nothing but 4 times of v, right? Substitute the values of it. Okay, 4 into 15 v is equal to 2 into u square is 4 square, it becomes 16 v square minus v square, right? 2, it goes by 2's, right? Then you get 2 into 15v is equal to 15 v square, right? Here v square and v gets cancelled, 15 get cancelled. Then we get a value of v is equal to 2 kilometers per hour. They ask for the speed of the current, which is v. So answer is option B. Come to the next question. The current of a stream runs at a rate of 4 kilometers an hour, and a boat goes 6 kilometers and comes back to the starting point in 2 hours. The speed of the boat in standing water is. Okay, first we understand the question. They are saying that the current of a stream runs at a rate of 4 kilometers per hour, right? If we consider in a stream and a boat is flowing on it, right? Then they are saying speed of a stream or current is nothing but 4 kilometers per hour. If we consider this as a v in general, right? We consider as a v, and speed of a boat is u. A boat and stream are moving in the same direction. It is called as a downstream. If the boat is moving in the opposite direction, then it goes on an upstream. And speed of the downstream is considered as an a, and speed of an upstream we consider as a b. A boat goes 6 kilometers and comes back to the starting point in 2 hours. Okay, it will move upstream and moves the distance of 6 kilometers, and it will be moving down of same distance 6 kilometers. If you consider the time taken by downstream as t1 and by upstream as t2, they are saying that t1 plus t2 time taken is nothing but 2 hours. Right? They are asking for speed of a boat in stream water. They are asking about u. What is the value of u now? If you consider downstream, okay, downstream speed is equal to a, then we can write it as distance by time. Your distance is given as 6, time is t1. Then we can calculate the value of t1, and t1 is equal to 6 by a. If you consider upstream, again upstream speed is equal to b, which is equal to distance by time only. Then we can consider t2 is equal to 6 by b. But general thing, what we know that a is equal to u plus v. Speed of a downstream is equal to speed of a boat plus speed of a stream. And if you consider upstream is equal to u minus v. Speed of an upstream is equal to speed of a boat minus speed of a stream. Right? So we can substitute this particular values here. Then we get t1 is equal to 6 by u plus v, and t2 is equal to 6 by u minus v. Right? We can substitute these particular equations in here. Then we get 6 by u plus v plus 6 by u minus v is equal to 2, right? 2 and it becomes a 3, right? It becomes 3. If it comes here, it becomes 1 by 3. Then you get that 1 by u plus v plus 1 by u minus v is equal to 1 by 3, right? When we taking LCM, a plus b and a minus b is equal to a square minus b square, right? General formula we use 2u by u square minus b square is equal to 1 by 3. Then you get as u square minus v square is equal to 6u, right? What is v square? V square is nothing but 4 square, right? V is 4. It becomes 16. Then you get nothing but u square minus 6u minus 16 is equal to 0. And if you substitute the value, you get u plus 2 and u minus 8 is equal to 0. Then you get the value of u is equal to minus 2 or plus 8, right? Speed cannot be negative, it will be positive. So u is nothing but 8. It's an 8 kilometers per hour. So speed of a boat is 8 kilometers per hour. So option B. To the next question. A boat covers 24 kilometers upstream and 36 kilometers downstream in 6 hours, while it covers 36 kilometers upstream and 24 kilometers downstream in 6.1/2 hours. The speed of the current is. First, we understand the question. They are saying that the boat covers 24 kilometers upstream and 36 kilometers downstream in 6 hours, right? If you consider a boat here flowing in the water or a stream, okay, what is upstream? When the boat is moving in the opposite direction of an stream, then it is called as an upstream. When the boat is moving in the same direction of an stream, then it is called as an downstream, right? Now it is moving 24 kilometers upstream and 36 kilometers downstream. Time taken is nothing but 6 hours. It is moving up, again it is coming down. So total time taken is 6 hours. If you consider time t1 taken by the boat to move upstream as time t1, and downstream, okay, time taken by the boat to move downstream as t2, then we can say that t1 plus t2 is equal to 6 hours, right? Again it is saying it moves 36 kilometers upstream and 24 kilometers downstream in 6.1/2 hours. It is moving upstream 36 kilometers and downstream 24 kilometers. Time taken is nothing but 6.1/2 hours, which is equal to nothing but, which is equal to 13/2 hours. If you consider upstream, okay, moving 36 kilometers at time as t3 and it is moving in a downstream. Time taken is considered T4. Okay, then we can say that T3 plus T4 is equal to 13/2 hours. Right? The speed of a current. The speed of the current is nothing as speed of a stream of water or anything. Okay. If you consider speed of a current as a V, and speed of a boat as a U, then we have to find the value of V now. The general thing that we know is nothing but speed is equal to distance by time. Then we can say that time T is equal to distance by speed. Right? If you consider the speed of an upstream as an B and speed of an downstream as an A, okay, speed of an upstream as an B and speed of a downstream as an A, then we can say that time T1 is equal to, it is moving distance of 24 kilometers, it becomes 24 by B. Consider T2. T2 is equal to nothing but 36 by, it is moving downstream, it becomes A. Speed of a downstream is A. Then T3, which is equal to nothing but 36 by B. And T4 is equal to 24 by A. Let us substitute all these particular values here. T1 plus T2 is equal to 6. Then we get it as 24 by B plus 36 by A is equal to 6. Again substitute the values here, we get 36 by B plus 24 by A is equal to 13 by 2. Right? But general thing that we know that means speed of an upstream is nothing but B, which is equal to speed of an boat minus speed of an stream. Right? And downstream, speed of a downstream is equal to speed of a boat plus speed of a stream. Right? We have considered that speed of a boat as U and speed of a stream is a V. Just substitute the values here. Here it is a multiples of 6, so it becomes 1, it becomes 6, and it becomes 4. Then it becomes 4 by U minus V plus 6 by U plus V is equal to 1. The other equation we get it as 36 by U minus V plus 24 by U plus V is equal to 13 by 2. We will be substituting this particular equation. Okay, we will be substituting these two equations. Consider this one is 1 and then 2, and we will be finding the value of V. First, what you do is multiply first one with a 9 and find the values. Okay, first we will be multiplying one equation with a 9 and subtracting with the second equation. Right? Then we get it nothing but 9 into 4, it becomes 36. 36 by U minus V plus 6 into 9, it becomes 54. 54 by U plus V is equal to 9. The other one is 36 by U minus V plus 24 by U plus V is equal to 13 by 2. Okay, we'll be subtracting these two equations. As the denominators are same, we can subtract it and find the value. Right? And you get this. These two will be getting cancelled. Then you get it 54 minus 24, it becomes 30. 30 by U plus V is equal to 9 minus 13 by 2, which is equal to 5 by 2. By 1 side it goes by 6. Then you get U plus V is equal to 12. Consider this one as third equation. Okay. Again we'll be multiplying this one with 4 and find the value of U minus V. then you get it as 16 by u minus v plus 24 by u plus v is equal to 4. Again 36 by u minus v plus 24 by u plus v is equal to 13 by 2, right? Again we will be subtracting these two. Our denominator is same, we can find the values, right? We subtract it. These two will be getting cancelled. It becomes 20 by u minus v is equal to 4. It becomes minus, right? 4 minus 13 by 2, which is nothing but equal to minus 5 by 2, right? Minus minus get cancelled. It becomes 1, it goes minus 4. Then we got u minus v is equal to 8. If you consider this one as a fourth equation. From third and fourth, okay, from the equation 3 and 4, we can find the value of v, right? We got u plus v is equal to 12 and u minus v is equal to 8, right? Then substitute these particular values. We subtract it. We have to find only v value, so we'll be subtracting it. Then we get 2v is equal to 4. Then v is equal to 2. It is in kilometers per hour, right? Everything in kilometers an hour, so velocity of a stream v is equal to 2 kilometers per hour. So answer is option B. Come to the next question. The man rolls a place 35 kilometers in distance and back in 10 hours 30 minutes. He found that he could roll 5 kilometers within the stream in the same time as he can roll 4 kilometers against the stream. Find the rate of flow of a stream. Okay, if we consider that a man rolls a place 35 kilometers in distance and back in 10 hours 30 minutes, right? If you consider a man rolling on a stream, okay, on a stream, the speed of a stream is considered as a v and speed of a man is considered as a u. If the stream and a man are moving in the same direction, then it becomes nothing but a downstream. If the man is moving in the opposite direction of a stream, then it is called as an upstream. Right? Now, if you consider this one as an upstream, this one is a downstream. Right? It is casing the case 1. If a distance is equal to 35 and return, it will be going back downstream, right? Distance of 35 kilometers. Right? Time taken by it is t1, and here if it is t2, then it is saying that t1 plus t2 is equal to 10 hours plus 30 minutes. Right? You convert into hours, total into hours, it becomes 10 plus 30 by 60. One side it goes from 2 side, which is equal to 21 by 2 hours. Right? They are saying t1 plus t2 is equal to 21 by 2 hours. He found that he could roll distance of 5 kilometers with the stream in the same time as he can roll 4 kilometers against the stream. Again, it is given the case 2 study. If the distance traveled by downstream is equal to 5 kilometers and distance traveled is equal to 4 kilometers in case of upstream. Okay, if the time taken is t, here the same time would be taken here also, time t. Right? Now it is asking for rate of flow of a stream. It is asking for the value of v. Now we will consider the case 2. If we consider case 2, it is given that time taken as c. Right? We know that if you consider a downstream, and the downstream speed is equal to a, which is equal to distance by time. Right? In a case 2, time t is equal to nothing but d by a. Distance is equal to 5 by a. Right? If we consider B, it is nothing but distance by time. Here distance is given as 4 kilometers. Then time t is equal to 4 by B. Right, both are equal. Then we can equate it. Then 5 by A is equal to 4 by B, which implies 5B is equal to 4A. Right? But general thing that we know is that thing, but A is a downstream, which is equal to U plus V, and B is equal to U minus V. Right? U is the speed of an man, and V is the speed of a stream. Right? We can solve the values here. Then you get as 5 into U minus V is equal to 4 into U plus V. Right? Then you can solve it. Then you get it as U would be coming here, minus would be coming to picture. Then U is equal to nothing but 9 times of an V. Right? We got in the first equation. If we consider case 2, we got that U is equal to 9V. If we consider case 1, right, distance traveled 35, the time t is in a t2, right. If we consider d is equal to 35, the time t is in a t1, right, in the downstream. If we consider downstream first, a is equal to distance by time only, right. Then time t1, if we consider t1 is equal to distance is 35 by a, right. If we consider b, resolve the distance by time, right. Here t2 comes into picture, which is equal to 35 by b, right. t1 plus t2 is equal to 21 by 2, we know it, right. So then we can write that 35 by a plus 35 by b is equal to 21 by 2, right. You can equate the values, right. We can substitute the values by 7, and you get it as 35 is taken common into 1 by a is nothing but 1 by u plus v plus 1 by u minus v is equal to 21 by 2. Just we are equating the values a and b, right. A is equal to u plus v and b is equal to u minus v. Okay, just start solving it. Okay. Then 7 side goes by 5 and it goes by 3. Right. I substitute the values here. Get it as 2u by u square minus v square is equal to nothing but 3 by 2. Right. Is a 3 by 2 comes in 3 by 10. Here we get it as 3 times of an u square minus v square is equal to 20 times of an u, right. But u is equal to 9v, we know that, right. Then just equating in this equation, then we get it as 3 into u square is nothing but 9 into 9 becomes an 81 v square minus v square is equal to 20 into 9 times of an v, right. Ones are, it goes one, 3s are, right. Then we get it as 18 times of an v square is equal to, it becomes 60 v, right. Here v get cancelled, here 0 get cancelled, and v is equal to nothing but 6 by 8, which is equal to 0.75, right. It is in kilometers per hour. We have to find the value of v is 0.75, so answer is option C. Next question. Two boats A and B start towards each other from two places 10 kilometers apart. Speed of the boat A and B in still water are 12 kilometers per hour and 15 kilometers per hour respectively. If A proceeds down and B up the stream, they will meet after. Okay. First we understand the question. They are saying that there are two boats A and B. If you consider two boats, this is an A and this one is an B. You consider that the direction of a stream is in cloud direction, right? The boat is moving in the vertical direction, then this becomes a downstream. The boat is moving the opposite direction of a stream, then becomes an upstream, right? If you consider the speed of a boat A as a U of A and speed of a B boat as nothing U of B, and speed of a stream is a constant, so it becomes a V. Now they are saying that two boats A and B starts towards each other. Okay, they are moving to each other. One would be moving downstream and one would be moving upstream then from two places. Okay, 108 kilometers apart. So the distance between both the boats is given as 108 kilometers. Right. Speed of the boat A and B in still water are 12 kilometers per hour, 15 kilometers per hour. So U of A is given as 12 kilometers per hour and U of B is equal to 15 kilometers per hour. Right? If A process down, okay, it is moving in a downstream, and B moves up the stream, okay, it is moving upstream. They will meet after, okay. There will be a point where both the boats will be meeting, okay, at a time t. We have to find the value of a time t now. The boat downstream, if you consider the distance traveled as t1, and boat B moving upstream would be moving a distance of d2, and they would be moving at a time t. Now they are given that U of A is equal to 12 kilometers per hour and U of B is equal to 15 kilometers per hour, and you can say that d1 plus d2 total distance is 108. Alright, if you consider A boat, right, it is moving in a downstream. If you consider the speed of an A in a downstream as an A, and B is moving upstream, if its speed is equal to B, upstream speed is B, it is moving downstream, right? Then speed is equal to A is equal to nothing but U of A plus B, right? It's nothing but speed of a boat A plus speed of a stream, which is equal to nothing but 12 plus V. If you consider B boat, right, it is moving in upstream, then B is equal to U of B minus V, which is equal to 15 minus V, right? Till here it is fine. The general thing that we know is speed is equal to distance by time. If we consider the boat A, right, here it is moving in a downstream, right? So it becomes A is equal to distance traveled as t1 by time taken as nothing but we consider as a time t, where they will be meeting. Then we can say that d1 is equal to A into t. If we consider a B boat, it is moving upstream, then B is equal to distance as d2 and they will be meeting at a point t. Then it becomes d2 is equal to B into t. As d1 plus d2 is 108, then we can write it as A into t plus B into t is equal to 108, right? But we know the A and B values, right, here, right? We know the values here. Then substitute the values here. 12 plus B into t plus 15 minus B into t is equal to 108, right? 12 plus 15 becomes 2070. U of t and U of t will get cancelled. It becomes 108, right? Which implies we get a t value where they would be meeting, right? It becomes 108 by 27, right? 9s are, if we consider 9s are, it becomes 1, 12 and goes by 3s are. 1 side becomes 4. So it's equal to 4 hours. So both the boats will be meeting. A and B would be meeting at a time 4 hours. Coming next question. The speed of the motor boat is that of a current of water as 36:5. The boat goes along with a current in 5 as 10 minutes. It will come back in. Okay, first we understand the question. It's saying that speed of the motor boat is that of a current of water as 36:5. Okay, if you consider a motor boat on a stream, okay, direction of the motor boat is same as in a stream, then it is called as downstream. Right? If it is in the opposite direction, boat is moving in the opposite direction of a stream, then it is called as an upstream. If you consider that speed of an downstream as A and speed of an upstream as an B, and speed of an boat as an U and speed of an stream as an B, then they are given that U is to V is equal to 36:5. Again they are saying that the boat goes along with a current in 5 hours 10 minutes. Okay, the boat would be moving along with a stream. Time taken is nothing but, consider this one as time t1, 5 hours plus 10 minutes. It will come back and again it will be moving out. If you say that it is starting from here, it will be going right in a downstream. Again it will be coming back. How much time will be taken? You have to find it out. As t2. Same distance, right? D and D distance has been traveled in upstream and downstream. Then time t1 is given as 5 hours plus 10 minutes. From here we can say that U by V is equal to 36/5. Then we can say that U is equal to 36/5 V. When we are converting this one whole into hours, then you get 5 plus 10/60. 0 get cancelled. It becomes 31/6 hours. Right. The other thing that we know is that speed is equal to distance by time. Right. If you consider downstream, then speed is equal to A is equal to distance is D only divided by time taken is nothing but 31/6. 31/6. Right. Then distance G is equal to nothing but 31/6 into A. Right. If you consider an upstream, then we get B is equal to distance by time t2. Right. Then we can say that D is equal to t2 into B. Right. Both the distances are same, so we can equate it. Then we get 31/6 A is equal to t2 times of an B. Right. Now we have to find out A and B values. The general thing that we know is nothing but, if you consider A is equal to U plus V. A is nothing speed of a downstream, U is the speed of a boat, V is the speed of a stream. Then speed of an upstream is equal to U minus V. We know that U is the 36/5 V. Right. When I substitute it, then you get 36/5 V plus V, which is equal to nothing but 41/5 V. We get it. We substitute the values here. We get 36/5 V minus V, which is equal to 31/5 V. We got A and B values. Right. Let's substitute the values here. Then we get 31/6 into 41/5 V is equal to 31/5 V into T2. Right. V get cancelled. 31 get cancelled. 5 get cancelled. Then we get T2 is equal to 41/6 hours. But the answer in the form of hours and minutes would be dividing it. Right. 6 written 41. Then we get 6 36. It becomes 5, which is equal to 6 hours plus 5/6 hours. Right. We're converting this one into minutes. Then we get it as 5/6 into 60. Right. One side goes for 10, which is equal to 6 hours plus 50 minutes, which is equal to T2. So time taken to come back is 6 hours 50 minutes. So answer option C.